It's a pleasure to have you join me on this virtual journey. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today as we dive into Marcelo Pombo. Marcelo Pombo is an Argentine artist, born in December 28, 1959. He is a relevant figure in the Argentine artistic field. His work is in the collections of the Museo Nacional de Bellas Artes, the MALBA, Museo de Arte Latinoamericano de Buenos Aires, the Museo de Arte Moderno de Buenos Aires, the Museo Castagnino plus Macro, the Blanton Museum of Art of the University of Texas at Austin, among others. Brace yourself for an in-depth analysis as we navigate through work and its far-reaching implications. In his early works, in the mids, the influence of gay and underground culture of that time can be noticed. Since 1989, he formed part of the group of artists that exhibited at the Galleria de Artes Visuals at the Centro Cultural Rojas under the direction of Jorge Gamiamea, an artist and trailblazer curator from that time. The artistic production that came out of the Rojas would have an enormous influence on Argentine art in the string as his production focused on paintings where he combined surrealism, traditional landscapes and geometric art, among other historical references. From 2008, his work focuses on the Argentine and Latin American art tradition, withdrawn in the margins of the modern narrative and on eccentric and deviant translations of the avant-garde canon. Let's now turn our attention to early years and uncover the fascinating insights it brings to the table. He grew up in the Nias neighborhood at that time, a neighborhood of immigrant workers in the city of Buenos Aires, in his Italian grandfather's house where his entire family lived. At the age of 8, he attended the Tola de la Flor directed by Anna Srezovic. From the age of 11, his family became impoverished and lived in different locations in Buenos Aires. At the initiative of his mother, he attended the San Isidro National School where he met people who were an enriching and stimulating influence during his adolescence. In 1978, upon finishing high school, he began working as a gopher in an advertising agency. Then he entered as an apprentice in a printing house and eventually became a main assistant of offset machine, remaining in this trade for the following years. As we progress, let's zoom in on this and examine its role in shaping our overall narrative. In 1982, at the outbreak of the Falklands War during the last military dictatorship, Marcelo Pombo traveled to São Paulo, Brazil. While there, he produced a series of drawings that make reference to the gay counterculture in that city. In their style, those drawings bear the influence of Walt Disney, Max Fleischer, and underground comics by artists ranging from Robert Crumb to Nazario. Back in Buenos Aires, in 1983, he resumed his work in the printing houses and at the same time, he began his studies at the Professorado Nacional de Educación Especial. Once graduated, he began to work as a teacher in deprived schools in Buenos Aires. In 1984 he began his activism with the Grupo de Acción Gay G, where he met Jorge Gamiamea, cultural journalist, artist and curator, and Carlos R. Luis, left-wing activist and university professor, two decisive friendships for both his professional career and for his personal life. His first solo show was held at the Espacio Joven of the Centro Cultural Recoleta in 1987, where he exhibited the work Winco. In 1989, he exhibited at the Galleria de Artes Visuals of the Centro Cultural Rojas, including, among others, the work Michael Y.O. He also holds the first of several exhibitions that he will do together with Pablo Suarez and Miguel Hart, where he presents, among other works, Mantle. In the following section, we'll be immersing ourselves in the captivating world of those. In 1991 and 1992 he made the San Francisco Solano trilogy, alluding to the Buenos Aires town where the special school where he works as a teacher is located. The art historian and critic of the newspaper La Nation, Jorge Lopez Amaya, states the idea of art light as synonymous of a banal, superfluous and de-ideologized aesthetic associated with artists linked to the Rojas scene. In 1995 he made the series Dibujos de Porta Madryn during a 3-month stay in that city. In the following segment, we'll be examining the Rs in greater detail. Over the course of this decade, Pombo held a successful series of exhibitions on the west coast of the United States, where he obtained critical attention from media such as Flash Art, the New York Times, Los Angeles Times, and Freeze. In 2006, he held the exhibition Eco Pinturas y un Obito in Buenos Aires. That same year, the book Pombo was published, with texts by Jens Katzenstein, Marcelo Pacheco and Amalia Soto, by Adriana Hidalgo Publishing House. In this chapter, we'll be shedding light on 2008 to present and its role in shaping our understanding. In 2008, he held the exhibition Nuevos Artistas del Grupo Litoral, featuring works of the Grupo Litoral founded in 1950, along with his own works and those of other artists such as Emilia Bertel, Raquel Forner and Mariette Lidis. The exhibition was held at the Museo Castagnino plus Macro in Rosario. Since 2010 until recent years, he has carried out courses and workshops in the Artists program of the Torcuato di Tele University of Buenos Aires. In 2011, he participated in the group exhibition Recovering Beauty, the Rs in Buenos Aires at the Blanton Museum of Art. This is the first retrospective exhibition of artists of the Dolor del Rojas from Ms. In 2012, he created the Museo Argentino de Arte Regional MAAR, a virtual museum of images found on the web and, sometimes, digitally intervened. Between May and August 2015, the retrospective exhibition Marcelo Pombo, an Artista del Pueblo, is held in Buenos Aires, curated by Jens Katzenstein at the Amalia Lacrose de Fortabat Art Collection. In 2021, he created the website Marcelo Pombo Imagination, where he offers a wide selection of his drawings made between 1982 and 2000, under Creative Commons license. In 2022, the Ministry of Culture of Argentina granted him a Premio Nacional a la Trayectoria Artística in recognition of his contribution to Argentine art, and a group of his works and documents became part of the collection of the National Museum of Fine Arts MNBA. If you have any suggestions for future videos, feel free to drop them in the comment section.